MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. It's Rangers baseball, and it comes your way next. Yu Darvish is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter Cameron Maybin, and we are ready for baseball.
Center fielder number 9, Cameron Maybin.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
1 o'clock.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Lots of kids here at the ballpark on their summer break. 94 degrees at first pitch. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Hey. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Number 30 is there, and he'll bring this one in. And now we'll look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for the visiting Halos. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
In now, Cole Calhoun, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And they start him out away with a cold strike. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Jansen's known for being a bit of a pitcher's umpire. Not that he has a huge zone or anything, but I think he tends to reward guys for placing pitches in good locations.
Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 delivery. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Beltre. He's one of the most reliable third basemen in the game defensively. Some guys just look comfortable in the hot corner, and he's one of them. And I got to add this, only guy to play third without wearing a cup.
Albert Pujols gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Angels are gone in order. Angels nothing. Rangers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. J.C. Ramirez gets the starting nod for the Halos. EK, what do you got?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity. He'll go up and down. The break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
Shin-Soo Choo comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here it comes, 0-2. Now this is swung on and missed by Choo as he's dispatched for the first out. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. EK, any thoughts?
Yeah, keep an eye on the performance of Elvis Andrus. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Striding into the box, Elvis Andrus. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And for a starter, he has one of the better fastballs you're going to see. That one at 95.
Maben is there. He's got it, and there are two down now. Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, over at shortstop in this one, we'll see an arm that you don't see very often. He has a cannon. He's the type of guy, he can kick a ball, boot it, still pick it up, and get the runner at first.
Number 30 gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are two away here in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the knees. Strike one. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Yunel Escobar makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Yunel Escobar.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and two strikes.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Lucroy gathers. He'll throw down to first, one away.
Batting fifth, first baseman
Luis Valbuena stands in for the first time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Ripped down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Andrelton Simmons takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway. Nope.
And he lays off for ball one.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it too.
Here's the 1-1. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ben Revere set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adrian Beltre strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Adrian Beltre.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss by Beltre for strike 3 as he's retired. Rougned Odor steps in now.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. And he takes strike 2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez.
Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive, and will do it again on 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. A nice day for baseball here in Texas as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park, the home of the Rangers. Martin Maldonado is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Martin Maldonado.
First offering on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch on the way. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. Drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit now, as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Batting ninth.
Now at the plate, Nick Franklin, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat, hitting left-handed.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get down for a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Cameron Maben, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
0-1, here it comes. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Line toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Cole Calhoun comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
The batter,
Albert Pujols is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Yunel Escobar comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Ball 1.
Inside.
And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Swing and a liner. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Angels are out in front, 3-0. Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. So the leadoff man gone, and that'll bring up Mike Napoli. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run for Mike Napoli. And the Rangers strike for a run. It's now a 3-1 contest. Stepping in now, Drew Robinson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will, just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting,
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. A pause, and the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. Yeah.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
the shortstop.
At the plate, Elvis Andrews. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he starts him out with pitch swung on. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And they'll get a step closer. It's a sac fly to make it a 3-2 game now. Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone. Brady, that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Tap fouled at home plate. 2 out with the man at first. Got him. Dropped by the catcher, though. Up with it, Maldonado. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. Angels lead it 3-2. Luis Valbuena is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
First baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
And the low 80s slider is in there, and he's in control. 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Full count. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Taken high and deep to right. Going back is the right fielder. Still going back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's given the Angels a 4-2 lead.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
In now is Andrelton Simmons. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Ben Revere is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, he's thrown a fair amount of first pitch strikes, about 60%, but you've got to locate better, and that's the reason why he's having a tough time out there.
Oh, he breaks off a beauty there. 0-2 now. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Revere on his way to second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Catcher,
Martin Maldonado strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Lucroy has it, but the throw is late, so the inning will continue after the strikeout pitch gets away.
second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Franklin. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-2 Halos. Leading off the inning, Adrian Beltre, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Taken in by Simmons, and he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting,
Rougned Odor Comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
Ooh, anytime you can get a big league hitter to look like that, you know you've thrown a great pitch.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Carlos Gomez will be next. Good battle. Count remains full. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball four.
Man, these middle infielders, I'll tell you, they are always the pesky ones, aren't they? Here, he just keeps fouling pitch after pitch off, thinking sooner or later that he might get something that he can handle. But in this case, it's truly an instance where a walk is just as good as a hit.
Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And another foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Jonathan Lucroy stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
To 2-2 now.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
Runner goes. Hit hard up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Texas. Still down by a count of 4-2. Cameron Maben will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Center fielder, Cameron Maben.
First pitch on its way. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that one didn't get hit a long way.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 pitch, and he chased it in the dirt. Lucroy gathers, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Angels are out in front, 4-2. Mike Napoli comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's a fastball chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he's set down, 1 away.
Now batting,
Drew Robinson strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Revere going back. Gone! A solo shot here to left as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
These guys, they can get you from anywhere. I mean, that's the number 9 hitter here. He's taking one over the wall. You sure don't get a lot of easy outs with this lineup.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
You got to make sure if you come inside, you come way inside. You leave it out a bit, he's liable to hit that thing in the second deck.
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Back goes Calhoun. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
the shortstop, number 1.
Elvis Andrus will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count and the pitch. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Rangers draw just a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Yunel Escobar makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Right there for strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards center, but there to take it in is the shortstop Andrus for the first out of the inning.
First baseman,
Stepping in, Luis Valbuena. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after two great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Here's a high pop-up. Andrews is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The batter, number 2.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Andrelton Simmons will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. 2-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Angels strand 1, and it remains a 4-3 game. Number 30 will dig in now, just hoping to put one in play. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts so far. Smoke toward the hole. A quick out number 1. Adrian Beltre will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Rougned Odor will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Welcome back to Arlington. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Number 51 is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Martin Maldonado will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Leading off for the Angels, catcher Martin Maldonado.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Nick Franklin ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this is taken in by Beltre for the second out.
The center fielder,
Cameron Maben ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
That's a ball.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. In there, 1-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Cam Bedrosian will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Carlos Gomez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jonathan Lucroy. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Mike Napoli will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He's running toward second. Pitch outside. The throw. And, in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. That evens it up 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Pitch misses the throw down. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and this ball game is tied here in the 7th. Drew Robinson steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ran it in on the fists, 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
Boy, another pitch that he's right on at the plate. He hasn't been fooled by anything he's seen yet.
Too high. 1-2. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Shin-Soo Choo gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Into the seats, 0-1. High and deep to right center field. Calhoun looks up. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and it's now 6-4.
You know, sometimes it can be all or nothing with this guy. He'll strike out in bunches, but when he connects, he can do a whole lot of damage, and he makes him pay right here.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Rangers 6 and the Angels 4. Keone Kela will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Cole Calhoun, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. And you don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. Albert Pujols will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
And the pitch on 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Robinson over to his right. He's got it 1 away.
The batter,
Yunel Escobar digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Luis Valbuena gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
The batter, number 2, shortstop
Andrelton Simmons steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a huge moment in this ball game, Matt. I mean, you might be looking at this at-bat when it's all over as one of the turning points in this game.
Hit hard on the ground to second. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll reach first safely. Tried to make it home when he shouldn't have, and now they've got him hung up. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Angels strand a couple. They trail it here 6-4. Number 30 will try and turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far.
Yeah, he's definitely been scuffling so far in this one, and you've got to have a short memory in this sport, guys, or else games like this will eat at you for weeks.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out.
The third baseman.
So one gone now in the Texas half of the 8th. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age. The dangerous Adrian Beltre. And that misses for ball 1. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Revere ranging back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. Rougned Odor stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Center fielder number 14, Carlos Gomez.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Jonathan Lucroy stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Bud Norris will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out. Jonathan Lucroy will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Moving under it, Calhoun, and that retires the side. Rangers leave a pair. They still lead it 6-4. Jason Grilli is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 37.
Striding in to start the 9th, Ben Revere. And they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for him. He makes good contact, and he can run.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Yeah. Nice to get that call right out of the bullpen.
Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder has a beat on it. 1 away. Martin Maldonado will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Swing and a liner. But this will be foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Left side. Beltre's there. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out.
The batter, number 4, second baseman
Nick Franklin makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. And there's two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Back goes Gomez at the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
One rule for being a successful closer, you got to keep the ball in the ballpark. He's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Cameron Maben is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. That home run believed to be 402 feet all told. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line towards center field. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Well, he did serve up the home run here to make this one a little bit more interesting. But in the end, he does get the job done, and he nails down the save.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rangers come out on top 6-5. So long from Arlington.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. First for the victorious Rangers. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Angels, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. A reminder that post-game buses are available at the first base gate 20 minutes after the conclusion of play and will drop riders off at locations across the street from Lincoln Square Fountain or on the north side of Lincoln Square.